It's really no secret that I love the Accord of Amber. A lot of amber fragrances that dropped this year 2024 from different brands was quite a lot. So in this video, I'll be ranking 9 amber fragrances from my least favorite to my most favorite. And if you would like to know what they are, then please stay tuned. What's going on, guys? My name is Ollie and welcome back once again to my channel. Are you guys a fan of amber fragrances? Well, I am. Top tier amber fragrances has set the pace on this Accord. So let's see if the new amber fragrances come close or if they're just meh. Some I love more than the others, so unfortunately some will be ranked low and some will be ranked high. The 2024 amber fragrances, let's get into it. At number 9 is Velvet Zafferano by Dolce & Gabbana. This is the latest from the brand, with one other one called Velvet Infusion, I believe. I did my first impression on this fragrance on Instagram. Oriental spicy with notes of saffron, tobacco, amber, vanilla, and patchouli. I actually love the way it smells, but the only reason it's ranked low is because it reminds me of a discontinued fragrance called Noir Ambre by Issey Miyake. For those who want either of the two, I don't think you need both because it might feel redundant. If you have always wanted the discontinued Noir Ambre by Issey Miyake, you should probably go for this one because this is something that smells close to that one. Different notes, but quite similar scent profiles. However, this fragrance is warm, sweet, resinous, and spicy. Perfect for the cold weather. Spicy saffron, warm tobacco, sweet vanilla, and amber comes together nicely for a scent that will not only get you compliments, but you'll also enjoy the wearing experience. So at number 9, that's Velvet Zafferano by Dolce & Gabbana. At number 8, you have Amber Intrigue by Tomford. I have a review about this fragrance on the channel, so feel free to check it out. It's a dry take on amber. It's got dates, cinnamon, olibanum, sandalwood, vetiver, amber, and labdanum. Sweet, dry, warm, slightly smoky, but yet smooth fragrance. It's really a safe and quite approachable amber fragrance though. It's unisex. There's nothing to hate about this fragrance, honestly. It's ranked low on this list because I prefer the rest over this one. So at number 8, that's Amber Intrigue by Tomford. Coming in at number 7 is Reflets the Ambre by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. There is another amber fragrance from this house that is high up the list, but we'll get to that shortly. Word is, this fragrance is a recreation of discontinued Celle de Gomme, which I didn't have the opportunity to put my nose on, but this one is a floral take on an amber fragrance. It's got notes of pink pepper, hedione, jasmine, amber, vanilla, labdanum, and patchouli. It starts off with this slight tinge of spices, then you immediately get this white florals. As the fragrance develops, the soft amber accords then comes through, leaving you with this fresh but not bright, slightly spicy yet soft amber fragrance that smells so good. A well-balanced concoction that's not too sweet and not too powdery. Simple but yet complex. It's delicate but not a shy fragrance. Perfect signature scent that can be worn all year round. I mean, this is definitely gonna go in my versatile list. That's Reflets the Ambre by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Up next is number 6 and number 5. These are from the house of Creed and they are none other than Centaurus and Delphinus. These are both amber scents but with different scent profiles. I do get indecisive sometimes when it comes to which one I would wear. Some days it's Delphinus, some days it's Centaurus, and sometimes even both. Centaurus is a spicy oriental fragrance with notes of cinnamon, tobacco, cardamom, pink pepper, sandalwood, patchouli, heliotrope, geranium, jasmine, benzoin, bourbon, vanilla, tolu balsam, tonka bean, and ambroxan. It's sweet, spicy, balsamic, resinous. The tobacco adds a touch to the composition. It's not the most unique fragrance if I'm being honest. It's long lasting and it's also really perfect for the cold. So I'd say it's the more masculine of the two. However, it's a big detour from the fresh and versatile offerings that Creed is known for, which is a great concept from the house, honestly. Delphinus, on the other hand, is one that I find quite unique. Oriental floral fragrance. It's soft, smooth, creamy, delicate and also really sweet with notes of iris, incense, vanilla, and almonds. It's also got tonka bean. Some say it smells feminine, probably because of the floral notes, but this is right in the middle, in my humble opinion, honestly. Anyone can rock this fragrance. There's just something I love about this fragrance that I really can't explain. Although it's not as loud as Centaurus, but it's definitely not weak. This is a sensual, warm fragrance that has garnered me compliments countless times. My missus enjoys this one on me, so that's a plus. She likes to wear it as well, so if you drop in the comments which one you prefer, that would be great. So number 6, Centaurus, and at number 5 is Delphinus. I tell you that your nose can change at any time. So moving on. At number 4, we have Ambre Supermassive by Primordiales. This is the extract version of Ambre Superfluid. This one was sent to me by the brand. Ambre Superfluid that birthed this one is reminiscent of fragrances like Eaux by Parfums de Mali or Ambre Narguilé by Hermes. But this one, it's on another level with notes of cinnamon, apple, peach, sesame, pineapple, rum, honey, heliotrope, cardamom, rose, amber, vanilla, tobacco, saffron, and musk. Something I've noticed about this new amber fragrance is most of them now have cinnamon with sweet notes like honey and tobacco. Those notes are actually in this one, but this particular fragrance is quite unique. It is different. I get the fruitiness of the apple, the pineapple, and the peach mixed with sweet amber notes and the spicy saffron mixed for a thick, rich, sweet experience. Some say that this fragrance is too sweet, which I do understand, but its sweetness mixed with the other notes is something I can tolerate. So you do have to like fragrances that are sweet to appreciate this fragrance. It's my second favorite from the house, so that says quite a lot. So if you would like to dip your toes in the house of Primordiales, this is a great place to start. Let me know down in the comments if you've tried this fragrance and what are your thoughts. So at number 4, that's Ambre Supermassive by Primordiales. Now we're in the top 3. Any one of these fragrances could easily be number 1, but they just had to be ranked, which was really, really difficult. So at number 3, which is slightly trailing behind number 2, is Absolue Soir by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. One was also discontinued but brought back with slight differences. This one has notes of cinnamon, honey, labdanum, rose, amber, and vanilla. Now, you have to like the note of cumin to appreciate this fragrance. It's not going to be for everyone. It comes off animalic and contrasts with sweet honey and amber accord. This fragrance smells divine. There's a slight funk to this fragrance that I really love, but that's the side to this fragrance that many might struggle with. I've been on the hunt for a full bottle when it got discontinued. Oof, this fragrance smells beautiful. I was only able to get a 5ml sample, but the prices online were ridiculously high. Now that it's available, I couldn't help but grab one ASAP. It's quite artistic. You need to appreciate animalics and sweetness to enjoy this fragrance like I do. So try this one out and see what you think, guys. So at number 3, that is Absolue Soir by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. So at number 2, which is just a few points ahead of number 3, is Ambre Nuit by Dior, which is the more concentrated version of the iconic Ambre Nuit. Most higher concentrations are actually known as extracts, but Dior has decided to call theirs Esprits. Now this one is special. Some say it smells nothing like the original. Some even went as far as saying Francis Kurkdjian didn't do this fragrance justice. Well, opinions, which is clearly subjective, but this is what I think. It's nothing short of a masterpiece, with notes of cinnamon, cardamom, it's got spicy notes, amber, and musk. Now, this fragrance is a beautiful and enhanced version of the original, without the note of rose. Cardamom and the cinnamon mix for a spicy intro that tickles your nose in a sexy way. The spicy notes in the mid makes it even more spicy, but with no roughness. Then the well-rounded, warm, sweet amber comes in and engulfs the spiciness, and man, this is a work of art. Comforting, warm, spicy, cozy, sexy, and very long-lasting. I also need to mention that all the fragrances on this list perform really, really well. This one is borderline beastly, and also Absolue Soir by MFK. All unisex, anyone can rock them. Do yourself a solid and test this fragrance out. Do not blind buy because it's really expensive. If you can get this on discount sites for a good deal, well, I know it's a big risk to splurge, but if you have the original or thinking of getting either of them, Guys, please test them out first and see the one that works for you. I have a mate who doesn't like this fragrance one bit, but I absolutely love this one. That's to tell you that what works for me might not work for you, and vice versa, and that's okay. This has scents that adhere to my taste. So at number 2, that's Ambre Nuit Esprit de Parfum by Dior. Right, my number 1 amber fragrance released in 2024 is Ambre Papier by Atelier Materi. The fragrances from this house all come in 100ml size, but they released 3 extracts which all come in 50ml. This is a 50ml size bottle. Neroli Nasbaya, Burgundy Oud, and this one. There's just something about this fragrance that makes me want to wear it every single time. It's got Madagascar black pepper essence, Jamaican pimento extract, Italian red mandarin, jasmine absolute, myrrh essence, Brazilian mate extract, saffron extract, cyan benzoin resin, Haitian vetiver essence, tonka bean absolute. What I detect most from this fragrance is mandarin, saffron, and the vanillic amber. It's like the spicy saffron is soaked in the fruity mandarin while dripping thick resins and vanillic amber into the composition that is so irresistible. This fragrance is warm, sweet, not overtly sweet. It's spicy and resinous. Smooth transition from start to finish. The mandarin makes this fragrance quite unique, and it's that touch that makes it magical for me. A great release from the house. My favorite amber fragrance that dropped this year in 2024. It's not my favorite amber fragrance of all time, if that makes sense. I think the house offers samples, which is a great way to try and test this one out. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. Some amber fragrances that I haven't tried that also dropped this year, like the Versace Ambre Nectar. So there you have it, guys. Which one of these fragrances have you tried? Which one sounds like something you'd like? Let's chat in the comments. Don't forget to share, like, and hit the bell. And thank you so much for tuning in. As always, keep smelling great, and I'll see you in the next one.